In this video, we're going to be comparing the DJI Inspire 2 to the DJI FPV. You are not going to want to miss this. So obviously these are two completely different drones and used for two completely different reasons. I know that. But these are two drones that I use a lot and I wanted to compare them to see if I could only take one, which one would I take? Now lately I've been using the DJI FPV a ton. A lot more than the Inspire 2. And there's a very good reason for that. The Inspire 2 is massive. Putting the camera on, putting the blades on, putting the lens on, it all takes time. So it really depends what kind of shoot you're doing to what drone you're going to need. Now there is also a massive price difference between these two drones. I bought this drone about 10 years ago and it set me back about 30 grand. That was fully kitted out. You have to buy a license for ProRes, you have to buy a license for RAW, you have to buy the lenses, you have to buy a whole bunch of stuff on top of the actual drone itself. Whereas the DJI FPV is much cheaper. Now you obviously also get two completely different looks when you're filming with these two drones. While the Inspire can get up and boogie at almost 100 kilometers an hour, it's still that slow cinematic look that you get from the Inspire. It's nothing like FPV drones. Although with the DJI FPV drone, you can still get the slow cinematic feeling if you chuck it in N mode. I'm going to roll some clips shot in the same location using the Inspire 2 and using the DJI FPV, and you let me know in the comments below which one you preferred. Here are some specs on these two drones. The Inspire 2 enables you to change out your camera and change out your lens. I have the X7 camera, which is a super 35mm camera, which can record 6K cinema DNG and 5.2K ProRes. But you do have to pay for these two codecs. It has 14 stops of dynamic range, and you can go from 0 to 80 kilometers an hour in 5 seconds. You can also get to a max speed of 94 kilometers an hour. You also get 27 minutes of flight time. Now with the DJI FPV, I do not use the onboard camera, I use a GoPro Hero 9, which you can do 4K 25 frames a second in the 4:3 format, stabilizing in gyro flow. You can also shoot with a flat profile. The max speed you can get with the DJI FPV is 140 kilometers an hour in M mode. You can also go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2 seconds. Battery time is about 20 minutes, but if you are mounting a GoPro on that, you're probably only going to get about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, paying more for a drone doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a better experience. The last couple of times I've flown the Inspire, the screen has gone black on me and I've had to fly this thing back blind. And that's a pretty scary thing when you have 30 grand in the air and you don't know where your home point is. And the DJI app shuts down. That ain't cool. Now, I know that most drones have little glitches here and there, but when you're paying such a premium for a drone, that should not happen. So my confidence in the Inspire has dropped significantly. When I'm flying this thing, I'm on edge because it's just so much money up in the air. Whereas if you have a smaller, cheaper drone, you're gonna have much more fun. You're still gonna get some amazing shots. The GoPro that you put on the drone dictates what you're gonna be shooting in anyway, so it's a much better experience. Sometimes paying a whole lot more for a drone just takes the fun out of it. And for me, that's exactly how I feel. Getting this thing out is just so cumbersome and slow, and it's a lot of money to crash and burn, so you don't take risks with it. Therefore, you don't get cool shots that you would have probably got with a less expensive drone. And that's it for the video. If you did like it, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hooroo.